And then the reality sets in, like, you know, pretty quickly on tour because, for example, after our show last night, none of us ate dinner before the show because the show was at like 7:30.
Yeah.
So it's kind of early enough that like we didn't want to eat dinner. So anyways, we get back to our hotel at like 10:30 and we start looking for food. And we're in another country. There's nothing familiar. So we're trying to find places everywhere that are saying the kitchens are closed. And we ended up ordering like pretty gross pizza to our hotel that didn't arrive until like 12:30 at night.
Oh my gosh.
And our flight, we had to leave for the airport before 4 a.m. So like that was when it hit me. I was like, no, this is tour life. This is what tour life is like, which I, strangely enough, it's like hard and kind of miserable in some in moments when you're like hangry and you can't find food. But at the same time, I love it.
Yeah. No, I'll take the hard parts.
Like,
you know,
they're awful in those moments, and you just are like, this sucks. And like me and Ryan is, by the way, the nicest human in the world.
Yeah.
But he and I were both getting hangry and just getting frustrated, and we're both like, don't mess with us when we're hangry. We're those kind of people. But anyways, it just reminded me of like so many times in tour life when I've been in that exact same like, well, yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with this, and then they turn into funny stories later, though. Like, you know, and they're bonding. That's why people get so close on tour so fast.
A funny story that I'm gonna share is that we just pulled up to Lindsay's house, and the mail person was dropping off mail. That poor woman, she had at least 6, maybe 7 packages in her hands, and she would scan one and then throw it into Lindsay's yard.
Like literally throwing it, chucking it over a fence.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's like Christmas here today.
We're doing a lot of prep for things.
Yeah, we're like doing music video prep, so I'm costuming that. We're also planning for like some tour costumes already, trying to get ahead for once. And so basically a bunch of like potential tour and music video outfits and accessories I've been ordering. And it's funny, they all arrived. We opened the gate, there was like probably like 10 packages, like little packages of different odds and ends I've been like tinkering with online and ordering. And I'm so excited. After this, we're just gonna play dress up and see if any of them work.
Do you think the audience can hear us eating chips and Chipotle right now?
Probably. Guys, I'm so hungry. I couldn't. I was like,
we're gonna be playing a lot of fun music today. Lindsay, what did you say you wanted to do today?
Oh, I wanted today to be me playing music from my friends.
Yeah,
I've got lots of friends in the music industry, and so this is gonna probably feel so random as you're just, if you thought this was a themed, you know, song choice, because it's like everything from, oh, that's a violinist, to, oh, that's a hard rock group, you know. So brace yourselves, everybody. I think we're gonna go ahead and play a song now. I say we start off with a bang. Let's do let's go to Hailstorm.
All right.
I freaking love Lizzie
Start
Hale.
off nice and strong.
Wow, this is a strong song. Back from the Dead. They have a new album that just came out probably like 2 months ago. They're touring right now. Actually, I need to look at their tour dates because I have never seen a Hailstorm show.
Time to go see one.
And like, I freaking love Lizzie, and she's on she's on one of my favorite songs I've ever written. She's sings Shatter Me. So anyways, with no further ado, here's Back from the Dead by Hailstorm. All right.
Woo!
It was funny. We were listening to that like before, like on the way home. I was listening to a couple songs of like, oh, which one should we play from Hailstorm? And we were both like, dang, how does she do that night after night on tour? Like, she tours hard, and she has since she was like 15 or 14.
Like, how often does she lose her voice?
I think she is just so pro that she knows how to, like, you know, people learn how to use their voice if they sing like that. Because I don't think I've never heard of her going on vocal rest. Like, you know, like a seasoned, like, we have to cancel our tour type of vocal rest.
Right.
She also writes all the time and she's done so many albums with Hailstorm.
Very, very talented.
She's just incredible. And you know, it's crazy. She's from, or their whole band is from Andy's hometown.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, our lighting guy, Andy, who you guys hear us talk about quite a bit. They're from his hometown. So I remember when she came and did a show with us, she performed years ago at a live show in LA. And he was like, oh man, like, that's so cool, hometown girl. I love that. Like,
isn't Taylor Swift also originally right from where they live? I feel like
that I don't know, but
yeah, Lacey was telling me a story about that, and we'll have to ask her. We'll have to get some clarity on that.
Super talented people.
Yeah.
Dang.
Including Andy.
I mean, Andy's freakishly talented.
Yeah, he is.
You laugh, but I know you mean it.
I do. I mean every bit of it. Absolutely.
Like, I feel like Andy is one of those gems of a human. So Andy does my lighting, but he also builds set pieces for us.
Yeah.
I have a video of him somewhere that just cracked me up so hard because I had this like, remember that white skull headpiece that I wore?
Intimately. Yeah.
Yeah, you know that. You hated that thing.
Yeah.
So I wore this like big skull feather headpiece in the Wonder as I Wander music video. And then I decided it'd be really cool to take it on tour. But that coming on and off and in and out of set carts and wardrobe cases every day, these beautiful plumed feathers started to look kind of rough and fall apart. One day I walked backstage and I see Andy like piecing it back together. He'd like taken apart. It looked like craft time, you know, but he was like kind of also in man mode, like I'm doing this, but yeah, he's surrounded by like white plume feathers and like, you know, a glue gun and, and I was like,
craft time with Andy.
I have this video like from far away zooming in on him.
Oh my God, I want to see that.
It's so funny. I'll have to go find it, but yeah, Andy can do anything. One time, he mentioned that he had been working on a violin for me that would light up, and I'm like, oh, sick. I didn't know that he also had been working on making it programmable so that throughout the song he could make it change colors. Yeah. And he could make it flash, or he could. Anyways, I was just like,
very on brand for Andy.
He can literally do anything.
He once cut down and fixed my baby gate in Europe because it didn't fit my bunk correctly. And he was like, I'll fix it for you, fish. And he made fun of me the entire time. As
of course. It's like he probably wanted to do it just so he could have permission to jab at you. Just like I'm helping you. So
but it's on a baby gate.
Yeah, I am. But yeah, do you want to explain why you're a baby gate?
So when I first started touring with Lindsey in 2018, it was it had been a really long time since I'd been on a tour bus. I was used to van tours. And
Bless your soul.
Yeah, no, van tours are something I hope I never ever have to do again. But I chose the top back bunk, so I was a good maybe 6-7 feet off the floor. And I would say maybe 5 days into the tour, the bus was stationary, completely stationary. We were parked, and guys, I'm a tosser and a turner, and I rolled right out of that bunk.
I cannot believe that.
My body hit the floor so hard. It woke up a lot of people, but everyone told me it sounded like a bag had like hit the floor. They thought maybe, and I definitely now in hindsight realized I probably slightly concussed myself because I saw stars and I couldn't stand up. I had to crawl to the front lounge, and I laid down in the front lounge and I just tried to get my bearings because I was like shocked that had happened. I didn't expect it, but I developed a very instant fear of sleeping in my bunk. So the next day I got on Amazon and I ordered what's called a toddler gate, and it fit right down into the side of my bunk, and it, the bunk's still open, but it stops me from rolling out.
Just a tiny barrier.
And everyone makes fun of me, but you know what? I don't fall out of my bunk. And everyone can make fun of me as much as they want. My nickname for the entire first tour with Lindsey was Baby Gate. So,
I still love that nickname. Yeah. It's so funny.
It's engraved on my
it's so cute. Yeah, she's now Fish, but also occasionally someone will still call you Baby Gate.
Taryn still calls me Baby Gate.
Yeah. Of course he would. He would still call you Baby Gate. Yeah, sometimes all you need is that little barrier, and it's like the same thing as if you block your ex so that you don't check their profile. It's like, I still could like roll out of the bunk, or I still have every, ability to like go and unblock them and check their profile. Yeah. But just the fact that you've got this little barrier, it's
a little safety net,
or it's like just keeping the cookies outside of your house. Like, you can still go get them. But
there's a barrier.
There's a slight barrier. Yeah. So there's your words of wisdom for the day.
People make fun of me until they too roll out. And then I'm like, you should have gotten a baby gate.
So guys, I got hounded one time because I posted this TikTok.
Oh my God.
And it showed me coming out of the back lounge of the bus, which is where I sleep nowadays. I have this little room in the back of the bus that has like probably a twin size bed.
Yeah.
And
it's like a full. It's a full.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine.
That's what she's done before. It's a full.
Okay, so it's a full bed. But it's great because my mom comes and tours with us sometimes.
Yeah.
She stays back there with me, and also it allows me to have room to put like extra costume pieces. Anyways, so I'm spoiled.
You pay for the buses. Like let's
yeah.
you pay for these buses.
Thank you. I pay for the buses. I pay for the entire.
You pay for our
tour,
salaries.
So it's like okay. But I posted a video. It shows me coming out of this little back room with a full bed, and then it shows the dancers getting out of their bunks and joining me. And the internet, they love a chance to just call you out on being an awful person any chance they get. So they were just like, oh my gosh, she's awful. She makes her dancers like squeeze into these little bunks and these little coffins on that bus. And she gets this huge room.
It's normal. Like literally every tour ever.
Yeah, that's very standard. And I think they even had condo bunks.
Yeah.
Like they had the big bunks.
We had the coffins. Everyone had the tiny.
You're on a tour bus. Then people will really think I'm like an abuser.
Like I'm literally sleeping in a coffin every night, and the dancers have beautiful big condo bunks where they can spread out and
they can sit up in bed.
I don't want to hear it. I sit up and I bash my head into the ceiling every single morning.
Oh. So anyway, we just laugh at this. But I will say, I didn't get a condo, I didn't get the back lounge for the first probably 2.5 years of having a bus because I felt bad. I felt bad. Well, actually, I think we also, in my mind, I was like, it's good for us to have that for our stuff and jump, but anyways, I remember just feeling like I can't ask them to be in bunks. And then after years of touring, I realized, artists have their own buses a lot of times. There's nothing wrong with me taking the back lounge to get up early and get ready for press sometimes. But anyways, yeah.
Look, I always tell people that Lindsey is one of the most, you have the ability to do the fancy person things, but you often don't. You sit and coach with us.
I do.
You know,
economy.
You don't opt for the fancy, seats or anything. You could, but you don't. And so I'm always just it just frustrates me that the internet assumes the worst of people all the time.
Oh, the internet, they love to call out that people are terrible people. I don't know if it's just a thing that makes people feel a little bit better about themselves.
Because,
why is my doorbell ringing? I'm so sorry.
Oh,
someone wants to be my friend.
I bet it's UPS dropping off another massive thing of boxes.
Right? Not now, UPS. Oh, there's no one there. Someone doorbell ditched me.
Someone doorbell ditched you?
Yeah. Rude. I haven't had that happen since junior high.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Or maybe it's flirtatious. Maybe there's a very handsome man that
that's not happening.
is my name. No, it is happening. Maybe a very handsome man, saw me walk. That's creepy.
We'll land on
okay.
that.
We're done. I'm done. It's not a handsome man. Now I'm scared. I'm not gonna sleep at night.
Oh gosh.
Shall we play another song?
Yeah.
On that note,
let's play another song and eat some food.
We're gonna. Yeah. Sorry. Someone said that in the Discord. Yeah. They called us out and they were like, I think it's a chill and eat break.
You're correct.
Yeah. But also, this is a chance to show off my friends. So I'm going to stick with that. This is by one of our newest favorite friends. This is Marie Nesbitt. We love her. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. So she's a fiddle player. She was the OG fiddle player in Celtic Women. And she inspired me so much to become the artist and musician I am. I watched her before I had figured out what I was going to do as an artist. And she kind of picks these around and she's very magical and whimsical. And so, yeah, I just owe so much of my inspiration to her. And anyways, I loved playing with her at Disneyland and we've kept in touch and just become really, really good, close friends. So this is her own project, Marie Nesbitt. This is called Captain H. Oh. That's so relaxing to listen to.
Oh, wait. Oh, we're going to hear ourselves. Oops.
Oh, sorry.
We're good. No. Stop talking, Lindsey.
Shut up. Yeah, I love Celtic music. And it's interesting because it's played in a very different way. I like playing Celtic music, but I don't play it like a Celtic player, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You can hear it in the way that she plays. It's just, sorry, I'm laughing because there was a hair. When you're eating and you see that stray hair, it's just gross! It's there's hair all over our head.
Yeah.
But the moment that it's
you just picked a hair out of my drink.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, question. This says a lot about the kind of person you are. Is that drink now no good?
No, see, I don't care. If I find a hair in my food, I have a split-second moment of, ugh, and then I'm fine.
Me
and
too.
I'll eat it. I just don't care. We're literally consuming dead skin cells all day long.
Everywhere. I am
everywhere.
exactly the same. I'm I mean, I'm probably a little bit extreme. I'm the type of person. Okay,
You are kind of gross.
Oh, just kidding. No, you're not. You mean it.
I just
You mean it. I think guys, I'm like, now I'm all of a sudden embarrassed because it's like kind of true. I'm a slightly like gross person.
No.
Like I haven't washed my hair in
Well, you're also like
over
healing
a week.
your hair.
I'm sure, yeah. Part of it's because I'm trying to take care of my hair. The other part of it is just because I'm lazy and I don't want to wash my hair. So I'm just being honest. What else? Like expired food. Oh, totally fair game as long as it doesn't smell bad. But I'm curious in the Discord if like let us know. Are you guys expiration date people, or are you
like strict?
Yeah, are you strict to the expiration date, or is it like, oh, this is like 2 weeks expired, but it smells fine. I'm going for it. That's me. That's me. Like expiration dates, I'm like, this is some guy that was guessing based on when it happened to arrive.
I think I've said this to you before. There's no regulatory body that says what expiration dates are supposed to mean. So I've always been taught, smell it, taste it. If it's off, you throw it away. But don't read the number and think, oh, I have to throw this out. I mean, that's just creating more plastic waste. And let me get off my soapbox and talk about
Let's talk about plastic waste. We love that.
Oh my gosh.
It's my favorite topic. Actually, you know, fish has inspired me a lot, and I do I think about it way more. I do way better. I don't use water bottles anymore. I felt so bad using a water bottle this weekend while traveling. But, you know, I think about it like that. Yeah. I was up creek without a paddle, and okay, I say things like that make me sound like I'm 90 years old. You are 90 years old. I am a 90-year-old woman trapped in a 35-year-old body. I'm here for it. Like, I traveled today, no joke, with like giant, but you guys might have seen them on Instagram or TikToks. I had these giant glasses. They're not prescription. No, they're fake. They're totally fake. I wear them just because I think they're like kind of comical. It's like, I'm not trying to be hot. I'm just trying to be like, hey, I've got a personality and I'm going to show it in the way I dress. And I'm wearing this beanie and like an oversized sweatshirt. As if it's like my personality's not enough. So I just have to like be like, just so you know, as I sit next to you in the plane in silence, I have a personality. Look at my knit hat. It's 90 degrees out. Yeah, I'm wearing a knit hat, giant glasses for no reason. And then I say things like, I'm up creek without a paddle. Yeah, crick, not creek, but crick. I'm up creek. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, it's so great. I do like that. You know, like at least, I relate to that. Yeah, it's a part of me that I've learned to really like one of my friends, actually Lily Singh, who some of you may know. She's like an amazing comedian and big on social media and has her own TV show. Yeah, she does everything. We've been friends for years, and she will laugh so hard when I say things like that, and she'll just go, "You are by far my whitest friend." And I'm like, well, it's not. I feel like the Caucasian race is insulted right now by this. Like, I'm weird and I act like I'm grandma. That doesn't mean but maybe they're synonymous. I mean, I think it's so funny that you just said that. I was drinking Ovaltine and a friend said the same thing to me. And they were like, the only thing that would make you whiter right now is if you were also eating mayo with your Ovaltine. And I was just like, I love mayo. There's something about like when people say that's the whitest thing you've ever done, or that's like you're the whitest friend I have. Yeah. It's like not a compliment. It's not. It's a leaning into trashy. Yeah. Or being nerdy. Or boring. Yes. That's definitely not a compliment. Like you have no taste and no culture. Yeah. No. You got no. You're not smooth. But they're not wrong. Oh no! When Lily says it to me, she's like laughing, and I know she finds it endearing because she's a friend. But she's totally making fun of me. Oh yeah, like absolutely, absolutely. Oh gosh, I love it. Funny. That's so funny. Lily, shout out to you. She's the freaking best. By the way, here, look, another hair. Is it mine? Is it yours? Or is it? Well, okay. In my defense, wait, both our hairs tied back. Yeah, I'm guessing it's mine. I lose hair. So that was your hair in my water. You're welcome. I don't want it anymore. Wait, you just said you never get. You just basically said that if restaurant food comes with a hair from some stranger that you don't know their hygiene. Who knows? But then again, you just heard me say that I haven't washed my hair in a week and a half. That was my train of thought. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's also I practically live with you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Whether it's on a tour bus or you're over here all the time. So. Oh my goodness. Well, on that note, I see people dropping off like flies. Oh my gosh. I kept having to apologize to everybody around me on the plane
for coughing. Oh my gosh.
Because I don't think I ever announced this. I never said it, but I had COVID 2 weeks ago, and I had it bad. Like I was very sick. Maybe I have said this publicly. I don't know. But anyways, I had COVID and was out for the count. So sick. Fevers, chills, like body aches, all the things. And
oh shoot, is it not charging? I think we're just using enough battery. We're fine. We're not gonna lose the radio show. Guys, if we disappear,
well, we'll jump to my phone.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
Anyways, we're not gonna disappear. We're here for you.
Anyway, COVID.
Back to my COVID story. So so I've been testing negative now for over a week, which I was so grateful I didn't have to cancel my show in Quebec. And also another thing was, guys, I was so exhausted from COVID. It left me just so weak. I'm still so tired from it. And my body was so tired that I was trying to let it heal. So I haven't worked out in like 2.5 weeks since I got sick. And doing the show last night, usually I really work out and make sure that I'm in prime condition so that I can do a show and feel like I'm super on. Oh my gosh. I was feeling like great with the adrenaline for the first like 2/3 of the set, but then that last third hit and I was so tired. I was very aware that I hadn't moved literally in 2.5 weeks. And it's like, I remember as I was preparing for the show, I'm practicing at home and I was like, shoot, I can't work out and I'm gonna, but anyways, I made it through.
You survived.
I survived. Also, it's funny doing a show when you haven't done the show in a while, like just all those things that used to be second nature.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when I went to the mic and was talking, I'd think, oh, they're supposed to start the song right now, but the band or the tracks, they're not starting them because they've forgotten when they're supposed to start them.
Oh no.
So at one point I even was like, Wes, you can start the track. I was like telling a story and I was like, this is going to end. And the song has like a triple intro that was supposed to play under the story.
Oh my God.
So there's like little things like that. But overall, it was such a great feeling. It was such a fun show. And it also, I will say, Fish didn't come with us because tickets are so expensive right now. So we literally only brought the bare minimum that we had to because
I'm not worth the money. Sorry. It's fine. I didn't want to sit on the plane.
I wish you guys could see my expression right now.
It's
pissed.
It's pretty angry.
Pissed. Yeah. Okay. No, it's not that. Honestly, Fish is invaluable on tour, but your jobs on tour are mostly keeping us day to day. It's like after the show, Fish gets us ready for the next show. Yeah. So anyway, so it's like, oh, we can like a lot of your jobs are present on a one-off, except helping me change in the show.
Gosh.
It's always so freaking stressful when Fish isn't there because I run back in that changing room. I know I had like 2 minutes on the dot to like, okay, guys, change out of a full costume, put on a new costume, put on a new pair of shoes, change the wig. And also the zipper was broken, so we were pinning things really quickly. It was very stressful.
I just got a new idea for a TikTok.
Oh, Fish and I are thinking of TikToks right and left, you guys. We are already getting ready for Christmas. We are so excited because you guys, I've announced it multiple times that I have a Christmas album that's done.
It's so good.
Thank you. I know. It's so good. So we're already starting to think of like TikToks and stuff. So like we'll just be in conversation. All of a sudden we're like, that's a TikTok.
Or like I will cut Lindsay off in the middle of the sentence and be like, TikTok, hold on. We'll have to like discuss the TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
They come and go very quickly.
Yeah, before it leaves your brain.
We have like an entire spreadsheet of TikToks.
We're actually filming some tomorrow. We're having a TikTok day. I'm so excited. Some of you guys might remember years ago, I had a makeup artist that toured with me, Michelle, who I freaking love.
She's so funny.
One of my close friends to this day. And she's going to come over and, do some really fun makeup looks on me. And we're going to turn into TikToks. And Fish is literally lifting 5-pound weights right now.
Just
good for you. Oh, well, you guys can't see it, but I'm planking as we speak.
Let me just do some burpees real quick.
Yeah, I'm doing burpees too. And I'm not. I'm sitting here with Luna on my lap.
I was going to say, Luna's not even in your lap. She's in your sweater. Okay, so I just want to paint a picture for you guys right now. Lindsay is sitting cross-legged on the ground with Chipotle in front of her. She has on a dirty beanie, kind of gnarly looking hair, but it's there in 2 braids. And then she has this oversized hoodie on, and Luna's inside of the hoodie. So Lindsay has think of like the Hunchback of Notre Dame on her front. That's That's what I'm looking at right now.
I'm dead. Okay, or you could have described it as a Homer Simpson belt.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
But I actually like yours so much better. Like I just in my mind, like, how did she think of that description? So funny.
Oh, God.
Again, the whitest person anyone knows, Lindsey Stirling. And I don't say that in a white privileged way.
No.
I say it in the
the
trashy
trashiest.
way.
Yeah.
Okay. And also
you're
just
a classy person, Lindsay. All things said.
like inside, I'm
Yeah.
super classy. Like I treat
Yes.
people well. I'm
Yes.
kind. I'm polite. On the
You're
outside,
humble. Yeah, on the
kind of
outside,
trashy.
we literally had a conversation on our drive home from the airport about how much we enjoy dating men who can accept us in our garbage bags that we wear around
Yes.
the house.
Like I think the best compliment I could ever get from a man would be like, "Oh, this like homeless look on you is so cute."
You really pull off
You,
homeless
yeah,
chic.
yeah, homeless chic looks good on you. I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh, thank
Thank
you,
you.
babe."
Thank you.
You
Yeah,
too.
I feel that way
Yeah.
inside right now. Thank you.
You know, and then I like look at myself and I'm like, and I wonder why I'm still single. Like usually when I'm out and about in those situations, like not like
Yeah.
parties, but like when I'm
Yeah.
shopping or at the airports when you could have that meet cute movie
Yeah.
moment from a rom-com, I look like this. And so I'm like, yeah, even if I had that meet cute moment, like I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
I ran into this creepy girl.
Yeah, she just
And like she knocked into me and we
It was
fell over and
weird.
I like was polite and I helped her pick up her
checked my
stuff.
pocket to see if my wallet was gone.
Literally. So it's like, and here, yeah, I wonder
Oh
if
my
I'm supposed to.
gosh.
I think I need to make some slight lifestyle tweaks. Like not change my personality,
Yeah.
but just like, I don't know, try.
Look, as your friend, you're perfect how you are. But I also will champion
Yeah.
any sort of shifting in your life that you'd want to do.
That was so like well said. In a like non-judgy way, but I can tell you're like, yes, please, like take a little better care of your appearance. Like I'm either one or the other. I'm either like looking great and
Yeah.
ready to go out in super cute stylized outfit, or I am in a
There's no
garbage
in the
bag.
middle.
There's no in the
I
middle.
get it. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I feel like my full time is like the garbage bag. I never do the dress up, go out thing. So you're doing okay.
Oh my gosh, I will say, last night, hotel Montreal.
Oh my gosh.
We all decide we're gonna like go out and find food, which we were unsuccessful at. But we get to the hotel at like 10:30, and in my mind, I'm like, all right, let's all drop our bags off. We'll meet in the lobby in 5. And everyone goes, yeah, cool. And they're like, yeah, we want to change. And I was like, yeah, me too. I go to my room and I realize that the baggy t-shirt and yoga pants and tennies is literally the nicest thing I brought. So I go back down to the lobby wearing what I went up in from the show like day.
You should have just worn your masquerade outfit.
I could have put on a costume, like a sweaty costume, and just been like ready to wig and all.
Let's go, girls.
Oh my gosh, I don't think they would have watched so
No,
far ahead of me.
they would have abandoned you.
Yeah, they would have ditched
Yeah.
me for sure. So the dancers come down. This was a show, like literally we were in Montreal for 24 hours. They brought going out outfits. My mind, I'm like, why is my mind being blown right now? It shouldn't be. This should be like obvious. Like, of course,
Yeah.
you bring a cute outfit.
I mean, I don't.
I never, like, my bags
Yeah.
were freaking full of costumes
Yeah.
for them. And so I was like, I didn't have room to
Yeah.
bring stilettos and platforms like you guys.
Right.
But they looked so cute.
Oh,
And I just was like, but I mean, of course, they're so nice. But I was like, oh man, they are so much cooler than I'll ever
they're
be.
so much cooler than us.
We actually think we're gonna do a TikTok series where it's like repeatedly me trying to be cool as cool as the dancers, because I'm sure people think it's the other way around. Like the dancers think I'm so cool and
Like, look up to you.
yeah, look up to me and like I'm their boss and like, oh, Lindsay's amazing. Like, no. The dancers, like,
We have to like weasel our way into their plan.
yeah, I'm like, oh, did I hear you guys are going out after the show to a bar?
Oh, can I join?
I'm free.
I'm cool.
Don't you have interviews or something? No, I'm
No.
completely free. Oh, we only didn't invite you because we thought you were busy.
And all of them are like, oh god.
Yeah, boss is coming. So we think we want to make a series of TikToks of like me trying to be as cool as the dancers. By the way, I want to announce that there is something I just remembered really exciting coming next week. The Love Goes
Ooh.
On and On music
Yes.
video. Long awaited. It comes out next week on Tuesday.
That's
So
amazing.
You guys get to hear that first.
That's news to me. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And also, I think, okay, actually more than the music video, I am excited about some TikToks we filmed with Amy.
Oh my god. Talk about someone who's like way cooler than us.
Oh, like so Amy's so freaking cool. And it's funny, if she heard us say this, she'd be like, no way, I'm not cooler than you guys. But she just embodies like this energy and this like confidence, and she's classy. She dresses so like chic and like I'm not trying hard, but I am. Like she's just so cool. Get this. I tell Amy that I have an idea that I would love to film some TikToks because the day before we shoot our music videos, like I'll be in Nashville, you know, like, so she comes over to my business manager's house where we were staying, and she proceeds to like do these silly TikToks, and she was so game for it.
She was so funny.
So funny.
Yeah.
You know, because you never know. Like we toured with Amy.
Yeah.
But it was like it was a little bit of a professional environment. Like even though we bro down and have barbecues after the shows, and we
still professional.
It was very much like you're a touring act, we're a touring act, and we kind of, I don't know. It was always very like on our best behavior kind of. I just felt like that day was the first day with Amy that I've gotten to really like let my guard down. And she really let her guard down, and it was like we were just buddies giggling and laughing, and we had so much fun. And
we were laughing so much.
I was also just so impressed because I don't know, it's always hard for me when someone asks me to do things that maybe weren't necessarily like I'm trying to wrap my head around it still. Like they tell me a concept and you're just like, oh, okay, you're trying to, and like it's an app that maybe I don't use a lot, so I don't quite get it. She was just game.
She was so game.
She's like, okay, that sounds funny.
All right, let's do it.
Or she'd be like, I don't know, that one doesn't sound funny. And so we'd work on it.
We were like creative, you know, we would like brainstorm together in the moment. Okay, well, should we scrap this one or should we make it funnier? And she was just game for everything.
Because we came with like a list of ideas, and then we filmed the ones that like we thought that together we all liked. And anyways, I cannot wait to release those TikToks. Almost more than the music video.
Yeah, same.
Anyways, I think this is a perfect segue. You know, since this is
perfect.
A Lindsey and Friends episode, because I'm playing music from my friends. So of course I have to put Evanescence on there. So this is Wasted on You. It's from their newest album, The Bitter Truth. And I actually did a really fun cover of this with Amy, like just basically a different rendition. This is the original version from the album. All right. Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
I love that song. And you know, it was really cool. Amy was I think my first guest on my podcast that I did in the beginning of the pandemic, and we did an orchestral arrangement of that song, and it was one of my favorites. It was such a beautiful song to arrange, just as like, you know, I think I layered like 8 violin parts as like a, you know, double quartet. It was really fun.
That's cool.
And again, she was just so game. She's like, thank you for doing this. I'm like, no, thank you for doing this. And you know, my first episode ever of having a podcast. Like,
thanks for being friends with me.
Oh my gosh, why did we think to have Amy on this week? We could have talked about. I want to get her perspective of filming that music video. Like, I want to have a heart to heart because let's
get real. Let's get raw.
Well, let's get real for a second here.
Oh my gosh.
So we flew to Nashville to shoot the video because that's where Amy lives, and I was like, you know, Amy's got a family, she's writing a ton, she's a busy lady.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is my music video, I'm gonna fly to her. But we had a film crew that we brought a producer that we knew, but everybody else was people we didn't know and that were Nashville. Anyways, the shoot was a disaster.
It was not the normal, it's not what we're used to.
It was really, really hard.
Yes.
We both felt like we were working alone all day. Like everybody else was like, literally, I'm full on in costume in huge platform boots,
like 6-inch, maybe higher,
like these ridiculous platform boots. I'm in like costume, and my hair and makeup are done, and the PAs were all like, there's just a few of them, but they were like sitting, we couldn't find them, and we're trying to shoot. We're running out of time in this location. So like Fish and I are carrying these giant branches from the yard all the way up the stairs.
We're talking
house.
like 9 or 10 foot.
Yeah,
they were massive.
Yeah, you're probably right. They're probably like 10 feet.
They were really, really big.
They were heavy. They were big. And we're like, where's everybody else?
Yeah.
And it was that kind of a day where everything just kept going wrong. I've never worked with we're not going to say names. His name isn't on the project, so it's fine. I've never worked with a worse cinematographer.
Yeah.
I was watching his shots of Amy in disbelief, just thinking, how am I going to edit this? This looks so. He kept cutting off our heads.
Yeah.
he would have it like way low, and so he cut off our bodies, and our heads are at the bottom of this. Anyways, it was so hard to edit this music video because so many of the shots were literally like we were cut off.
Yeah.
Like basics.
And everything was kind of blown out, wasn't it?
Oh, it was impossible to color. Everything was overexposed. I mean, it was just a nightmare.
It's incredible that we're releasing this video on Tuesday.
Yeah, I will say, and so I'm curious, because I kind of apologized to Amy. I didn't want her to know that this was an absolute disaster. I was hoping that she kind of was unaware of how bad it was going. Yeah. Because she was off kind of getting her makeup done somewhere, you know, like she wasn't, I was trying to like salvage this project. So I was like, I wonder if she knows that this is awful. And I want to apologize, but at the same time, I want her to have a good experience.
Right.
So I'm going to pretend that this is okay. So it's like, I almost want to have a heart to heart and be like, I'm really sorry.
Bad day that day.
And like, I don't normally work on sets like that.
It was also entirely out of our control.
It was.
Yeah.
And I did tell her that. I was like, by the way, like, we didn't know this crew, like, I'm so sorry. So I gave her like a little apology.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell her that this is going terribly. I was like, no, it's fine, but I just want to apologize that things are kind of not running smoothly. And you know. The cinematographer full on had, I'm pretty sure, issues with a woman telling him what to do.
I'm not pretty sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, because I was trying to direct this video very unsuccessfully because he wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah.
I would try to direct him and tell him what I wanted, and he would literally look past me to the producer.
Yeah.
And then, or look away from me to the man producer, to take direction from him.
Yeah.
And the man producer would literally have to repeat what I said, and he would then challenge it, be like, well, I don't think we should do it like that. I think the light should be over there.
There were times where you would say something and you would be like, well, we should be doing, you wouldn't say, what about this? Or you would say, we need to do this. And he would kind of like look away and look down and kind of like mumble and then just kind of do what he wanted to do.
It was, and I kind of had no control because I'm the subject most of the time. And so I'm being filmed. So anyways, it was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. Like I said, somehow the music video turned out, I will say, like miraculously. It was salvaged, and I am excited to release it. But also I am very excited for these TikToks. But yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna have a heart to heart with Amy to be like, hey, real deal, like, what was that like for you?
Yeah, like be really honest. Were you as kind of put off as we were?
Yeah.
You know? But I remember you and I, there were 2 locations that day, and you and I got in the car from location 1 to drive to location 2, and we shut the door and we were quiet for a second, and then both of us kind of were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, today is what today is. We just got to get this.
We just got to get
it done.
Yeah.
We had this like sudden realization that we'd already lost half the day. There was no salvaging the first half. We had to just get the second half done and hope that it was going to be usable material.
Yeah. So funny. But, you know, like I said, I'm sorry. I've really talked down this music video now.
It's like, going to be,
nobody's going to watch it.
No,
they're all going to avoid it. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not up to my normal caliber. I will say that. Like, but my managers and Fish, they kept saying, like, this is still really good.
Yeah.
It's just not what I imagined. And usually videos turn out pretty much like I imagined them. You know, usually I'm able to direct them to become that. In this case, it felt like I was herding cats.
Yeah.
Like, or like chickens. Have you ever tried to herd chickens?
Yeah, no, it's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah, I spent my childhood running around after chickens, like literally.
I believe that.
Yeah, we had chickens and I liked to try to herd them. Okay, moving on.
We should go back to that sometime.
Another day.
One of my favorite moments of that day was Lindsay did a high kick and completely split her pants open. And then
one of the first takes of the day.
Yeah,
I did and so on the car ride to the second location, I'm literally still wearing this jumpsuit because it was kind of hard to put on.
Yeah.
And it was because we were going to the forest and we didn't know who'd have anywhere to change.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing this jumpsuit, no joke, sewing my crotch. Well, the pants crotch.
Yeah.
Closed while I'm wearing it. I mean, how good of a job can you do? It's pretty bad. But the funny thing is, Amy came up to ask a question as I'm like looking down and like trying to sew the hole in the pants crotch. And then I look up as she's at my window and I'm like, oh,
we have Chick-fil-A all over the car.
Again, just
Disastrous.
trashy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is coming full circle in so many ways. But anyways, it was really
God.
funny. And again, Amy's such a rock star.
She really
What a
is.
sport she was that
She
whole
was
freaking day.
Very cool the whole
Very
day.
professional, very kind,
Yeah.
and just really brought like. And as I was editing it, I was like, she's just so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like she's such a performer. When that
Yeah.
camera comes on or when she steps on that stage, she embodies such a powerful performance.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
So funny. Well, should we play another song?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, this is like a throwback for me, kind of, because it's one of my friends from a long time ago when I first started my YouTube career. These were like my partners in crime. I felt like we both were, starting YouTube channels out of Provo, Utah, of all places. We were both music groups of some kind, and we were also both Mormons, so we had so much in common. Or we both are, I don't know. Anyways, we had so much in common, and they have remained like just the coolest, kindest people. I love them to death, and it's cool that to this day we share faith and we share so many values. And so, anyways, this is the Piano Guys, and it's their version of "Rewrite the Stars." And we're back from the song. Rewrite the stars. I think so.
Rewrite the stars.
Rewrite the stars.
Maybe I know we say this every single time, but maybe we should get like a little soundboard.
That'd be so
like
fun.
noise. Yeah, we can like program it with our own. We can give it to Andy and let him program it with noise.
Or Drew.
Yes. Oh my god.
So Drew has like this little board next to his drum set that he can press, and he programs certain sounds into it. But also he has some like joke sounds, just more for like sound check and fun, that are sounds like. Or one time he had it programmed to have a second of sandstorm.
Oh my
so
god.
It'd go.
Oh my god. So fun.
And he just kept pressing it. But literally he'd only use them for sound check. And I always thought to myself, what if he accidentally hit one of them in the show?
Right.
And it's like like or
he would be horrified.
Drew's such a pro.
He is.
Like he wouldn't do that first of
No.
all. Like I've like never heard Drew mess up.
Yeah, also, but then what do the drums sound like when you mess up? You know what I mean?
I mean, just like getting off beat,
I guess.
like, because the thing is, when you have a drummer that doesn't know the show,
Yeah.
which we had once,
Yeah.
we had to have Drew get a fill-in once because he had to leave tour for something like very suddenly.
Yeah.
So we had a guy come out, was on the Evanescence tour, and he learned the show in 2 days.
Which is insane.
Bless his heart. I think it was 18 songs.
Apparently, I remember him telling me he was on the plane with headphones on, like literally playing as quietly as he could on like the tray table in front of him, like trying to learn the set.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he was such a nice guy, and he was like practicing in his hotel room, and we had one rehearsal the night before.
Oh my gosh.
But I, for the first time, noticed all the little things that Drew gets perfect every night, because like little fills that like have matched our choreography, or little hits that kind of let the dancers and I know when to like do a certain move because he hits. And it was weird when just those little nuances, he got most of them, but few were missed, and it was like, oh, Drew never misses any of this. He never messes up.
No, Drew is a pro. He is an absolute pro.
And Drew's the only drummer I've ever had, so I think I've taken him for granted.
Yeah.
Because I remember, well, why can't I remember this drummer's name? But I remember he told me, he's like, just so you know, like, Drew's a tough drummer to replace.
Yes.
He's like, those are tough shoes to fill because Drew's a very respected and very good drummer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's great to hear. Also, like, please fill those shoes because I really need you.
Drew is inspired heavily by a guy named Josh Freeze, who is somebody that both he and I know. And that was actually one of the things that Drew and I reconnected on before I worked for you. He saw that I was touring with Sting, and he reached out to me and he was like, oh my God, are you on tour with Josh Freeze right now? Like, I admire him so, and that's how we started talking again. And he was like, you should work for Lindsey Stirling someday. And I was like, nah, I have no interest.
Ew.
Oh, no,
she's like trash.
I've heard stories.
Oh, dang it.
I'm just kidding. But it's funny because now knowing Josh Freeze and knowing Drew, I see all of the little, like he does that thing where he does like the running man as he plays. Like that's a Josh Freeze thing, and he does it so well.
Yeah.
And it just makes me so happy to see like these beautiful little touches in the set.
Yeah.
He just does so perfectly.
Yeah, it's fun to do those homages to the people that you respect and that kind of made you who you are. You know, even like there's a few moments in the show where I think to myself, I'm gonna embody a little bit of Mairead Nisbet.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm gonna be like really graceful and pixie right now. Like, you know,
I want to see you get your hair going.
oh
She
my,
does.
I don't think I could.
Yeah.
She whips her hair in a way that's just so cool.
It's
Also,
so magical.
she's got fantastic hair.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that? It's a 10 working for you.
Oh,
Have you
what do
used
you
it?
think?
Oh, I will.
It looks terrible. And I'm just kidding. I've used it a few times and then I went out of town.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those things that it more like over time
Over
will make a
time,
difference.
yeah.
But I've used it
once.
before and I like it.
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
I
I'm
do
trying
notice
to
a difference.
get my hair healthy. Luna.
You don't want
That's
Chipotle.
people food.
Don't eat that.
Also, I have a story so going back to travel day, I have a story that first it involves someone being really just not very nice.
Not nice.
And then it involves someone being a good Samaritan. And that's why I want to share the story. So we're going to Canada yesterday or 2 days ago. And I get up to the front, like for some reason, it wouldn't let me check in online and I couldn't figure it out. And so, you know, I'm already on the way to the airport. I'm like, oh shoot, well now I'm going to have to wait in a long line and hopefully have time. And, you know, and so then I tried to check in a kiosk, wouldn't let me do it. So I had to go to this long special line because for some reason, anyways, after waiting in this long line, I finally get to the front. I have 6 minutes before the 45-minute cutoff. And that's when they usually will not let you check bags anymore.
And you had all the costumes.
And I had all the costumes. Like I had everything, all the like my makeup, everything's in these bags. And I get up there, and apparently to go to Canada right now, there's this app it's ArriveCan, and it's an app you have to fill out with like a bunch of information about your vaccine and where you're going, yada yada, your email, your birthday, you know, all the things, lots of stuff. And so anyway, she's like, you don't have the app yet? That's why you can't check in. And she was very rude to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And she then proceeds to tell me to get out of her line and to like
her line.
Yeah, she's like, no, get out. You can't be in my line anymore. Like, get out. You have to fill out that app. And so I take my bags back and I stepped out of the way. And then she proceeds to then tell me, no, ma'am, you have to go to the back of the line. Long freaking line. And I look at her with like very pleading eyes and I say, oh my gosh, I have like 6 minutes before I have to check my bags. Can you please let me stay here? And I'm really proud of myself. I didn't get snippy. I was very nice. And she was like, no, back of the line. And she was like adamant about it. And I start to panic inside like that, you know, when you actually start to shake.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I have all the costumes. Like if I miss this flight, will there be another one? Like, and this nice man that I've been chatting with in line and we had a nice conversation. Yeah. He hears what's happening as he's already checked in and passing me to go to the gate. And he leans over and I have also like 3 bags with me. I have all the costumes and violins, and I'm trying to fill out an app as I'm trying to walk.
Oh, you should have brought your assistant with you.
Right? Things might have been better. So I'm trying to walk with all this stuff. And he's like, here, let me get the bags. And he's like, I filled out that app before. I was in Canada last week. And he's like, I did the same thing. I didn't know. And he was just like comforting me because now I'm feeling stupid. Yeah. And he's like, and you know, when you start to get frantic and you like can't think and you're typing things wrong.
It's like a dream and like nothing's coming out.
Yes,
right?
it's like you're trying to run and you just are stationary. It was that. And so he was so helpful and he like basically walked me through and like he took me back in the line. So that while I filled out the app, we were waiting in line, and he's like, look, the line's shorter now, you'll get through fast. Anyways, we went to a different gate agent and I was late. I missed the 40-minute cutoff, but I think this woman had seen what had happened. And so she like pushed my bags through anyway. But I just couldn't with this man. He was like, hey, it's fine. He's like, I'm checked in and my flight's not until 2 hours. He's like, I've got nothing to do. And he stood in line with me and helped me for like, you know, like 15 minutes.
Do you remember his name?
No. And I was saying, I was so bummed because he told me that his neighbors have little girls and that because he found out who it was. He's like, oh my gosh, my neighbors, little girls, they idolize you, they love you. And I was so frazzled that by the time we separated, I thought I should have gotten his name and like his contact so I could gift him and his neighbors like tickets. And I searched for him on social media and hoped that maybe he would have posted the picture we took like on his story, but he didn't. And I'm just hoping good things for this man, you know, like good things come to those who are kind. And, you know, and also I just want to give myself the tiniest pat on the back and a little shout out to breath work.
Big pat on the back.
Because I think that like
I've noticed such a nice change in myself where
Yeah.
for a long time I've been trying to not get snippy when I get
Yeah.
upset or when someone treats you badly.
Yeah.
It's like in you to be like,
react
and be like,
Yeah.
excuse me, you're not going to help me?
Yeah.
You know, and like that wouldn't have helped the situation. Like,
Yeah.
and it might have made the other agent be like, oh, that girl's not very nice.
Yeah. Or maybe that's why that lady was being such a brat. Like maybe people have been snapping at her all
Right.
day.
Like that's not going to help anybody.
Right.
And so I was really proud of myself that I remained calm. And I was like, I really think it's breath work that's helped me just have a better center.
Yeah.
And, you know, breath work and meditation and like being more okay with who I am inside and
Yeah.
calm. And because what that is usually anxiety coming out of
Yeah.
feeling judged and then having the need because suddenly you don't feel okay inside to
Yeah.
like lash out. And I know that's what it's always been for me. It's like my anxiety like shooting out of me.
Yeah.
And it's just so nice. So I can't say enough, guys. I hope you guys will do breath work. We should make Abby our next guest.
We should.
She said she
Yeah.
wanted to do it.
Oh, I would love that. And anecdotally, just to add on to that, for people who, you know, may still be skeptical of breath work or whatever, you know, I'm very much a skeptic. I'm very much one of those people where it's like, I'm not going to get into something unless I can physically see like some proof that, you know, it's some science that backs it up or something that like shows me that this isn't just going to be like, you know, a mystical, magical, whatever.
Mhm.
I had something happen last week where within the span of a day, I had to spend about $2,500 between my dog and my car to get things, you know,
Woo.
fixed. Yeah, a lot of money that I didn't budget for. And in the past, it would have devastated me. I think it would have kept me up at night for the next, you know, few weeks. And instead, my very first gut reaction was, okay. I'm really grateful that I can spend that. I'm grateful that I have the money to spend. And I'm grateful that even though I have to spend it right now, in maybe a month or two, I'm going to be okay again. And that's
Right.
okay. And it was just this immense calm that I didn't have to bring out myself. It was
Mhm.
just already there. And that was my very first, I told Abby on our session the other night when we first logged on,
Yeah.
I told her, I was like, so I had something happen for the first time ever that showed me that all of these weeks of doing breath work is actually making a difference.
Yeah.
I did not have anxiety over something that for the last 34 years of my life, I would react to with anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, and it just worked. It freaking worked. And I'm stoked on it.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I like the most. Like, I think the manifesting is like
Mhm.
so exciting. And
Yeah.
like the fact that I'm like having these big dreams again, like that's exciting. But my favorite part of breath work is just what it's done for me on a personal, like very
Yeah.
intimate, like me and myself
Yeah.
area.
And I
that's
do
so great. I
I
love
do
that
like
story.
5 or 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sitting here taking 3 hours of my
No.
day to breathe like a monk. Like
Same.
I'm 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
It's wild. Yeah.
Yeah. I try to do, you know, I probably 5 to 6 days a week, I do 12 minutes,
Yeah.
you know?
That's that magic number they always talk about. in the
I think that's why I
studies.
chose it because you told
Really?
me that
Yeah.
scientifically that was the magic number.
That was the number that on paper they were able to show that at 12 minutes over the span of, I think it was like 5 to 6 days a week consistently for, you know, X amount of time, they were able to show a change in the gray matter of your brain.
yeah, actual change in your brain
Yeah.
happens. And it's like a muscle.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, your automatic reaction was to go to a more gratitude place, more of a, you know, a place of like, I can do this. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like a muscle. Our brains have been trained so long to be like, almost like worst case scenario to protect ourselves and be like,
Yeah.
you know, oh gosh, what am I going to do? I have to figure this out. But it's like, no, you're training new muscles without even realizing it as you do meditation and breath work because you're centering yourself
Yeah.
and being okay and not going straight to anxiety. And
Yeah. It makes a huge difference. It makes a really, really huge difference. And
Yeah.
I say it all the time. I'm so excited that we are living in a time right now where people are taking that more and more seriously, like very quickly.
yeah,
You know,
I
even
keep hearing
just-
people talking about
Oh
it.
my gosh, yeah.
Mhm.
Even just 5, maybe 10 years ago, meditation was not something anyone would have even like. It was just that weird thing that, you know,
Yeah.
people did and wherever. But now it's like there are school curriculums out there that have replaced like, you know, gym class with
Oh, that's
meditation and
amazing.
yoga.
That's amazing.
And the improvements are on paper measurable, just incredibly positive. So I'm stoked on that. I wish I had had meditation
yes.
as a kid. Oh my God, I would have had
I
so
wish
much
I
less
had it
anxiety.
As a kid in college,
Oh
what
my
that would have
God,
done
yeah.
for me.
And it's funny because I'd never even heard of breath work until my friend Lori told me about it
Yeah.
a year ago. And now it's crazy. I swear I hear people talking about it.
Yeah.
Like it's like peppered everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just like an affirmation to me of
You're
this
on the
is
right path.
the right path.
Yeah.
Like this is good. This is a great thing.
Yeah.
Well, I want to play another song because I have so many friends and I want to play my
So many
friend's
friends.
song. So
I
I'm gonna
totally went like, who
I was like,
who's my friends?
yeah, I thought of like 2 people and I was like, oh, I should do like
My friend
friends music. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, like why
Wait.
can't I think of my music friends?
I don't
like
know how many friends do I have?
I don't have very many friends.
Oh my gosh.
No, I do. So this one is from my wonderful Dancing with the Stars companion and partner, Mr. Mark Ballas. Him and his wife have a band called Alexander Jean, and they are so good. So good. The one I chose to play today is one of their newest songs. It is a cover, but it's such a good cover, and I love Queen. So they did this incredible cover of a Queen song. Also, some of their music that I wanted to play wasn't on this app. So, I wanted to play an original song, but this one's great. So I'm actually kind of excited because I do love their arrangement here. But you'll have to go listen to their other music if you haven't yet. So this is Alexander Jean. Another One Bites the Dust. Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Such a good cover. It's funny. I know the story behind it because I was at Mark's place actually working on a Christmas tune when they were working on this, and he showed me it was almost done, and I was like, "What inspired this?" And he said that Derek, I forget, NBC or something, did some whole like Queen special where they had different artists do performances or covers of Queen songs, and they'd ask Derek Huff to do one. And so Derek went to Mark and was like, I don't know what song and I don't know how to dance or like how to make it special. And then Mark was like, I have an idea. Like, what if we did like a kind of flamenco style guitar with Another One Bites the Dust? And then they did flamenco style dancing. And it was because they're all dancing ballroom flamenco, but they were like in leather jackets.
Oh, so cool.
I mean, Derek is just amazing. Mark is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Like those two are some of the most brilliant creatives I've ever met.
Yeah.
Like I loved working with Mark on Dancing with the Stars, just watching how fast his mind worked and how creative he was and how excited he would get. I honestly felt like Mark was my twin.
Yeah.
Like for so many reasons, our personality, our humor, and then just the way we loved to create and get so excited about ideas. I was like, very rarely is it that any of us find someone that you feel like thinks the way you think.
Yeah.
And it's always really fun when you're like, oh my gosh, like
This person gets me.
we're at the same pace. You're not too far ahead. You're not lagging behind. Like we're at the same sync. So that's why I think Mark and I were such great partners on the show. And Derek as well his mind thinks so fast. He's hard to keep up with in a very fun way.
I feel that way about Luna.
You're lying.
I feel like Luna and I share a brain cell.
I thought you meant thinking fast.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's a lie.
No, I relate to Luna's sitting on my lap right now, and I wish you guys could just see the simplicity that I see in her.
But part of me, okay, I know you're not going to agree. Part of me thinks Luna's really smart and plays dumb a lot of times, but that she's actually quite smart.
See, I think it's the opposite. I think that she is so slow that sometimes it comes off as genius.
We're like, she's playing us. She's pretending, but she's literally like, huh?
I mean, sometimes I'm around the corner and she's sitting on like a seat or a couch or something, and her tongue is just out of her mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why, girlfriend?
Like, can you not feel
Yeah.
the air, or does it feel nice, or did you forget that it's out
I
there?
mean, that picture I sent you the other day, she was just like full blown.
I'm going to post this picture on my Instagram. So check my story like shortly after this.
Yeah.
You will see the freaking cutest, funniest picture.
It's
I was
so
dying.
flat and it's so straight. And
And it was so far.
Yeah, it was so far. And she was just sitting there with it completely out. And I very, very carefully grabbed my phone and I got down to take a photo and I was just like, what are you? I just don't get it.
Oh,
She's
she
such
is
a
the
good
tunes.
baby. My sweet baby too. I love babysitting her.
Oh, she's such a chill little creature.
She is. Except when she barks at things outside.
Oh yeah, yeah. She all of a sudden goes from like -1 to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
either when a motorcycle drives by or when something seems to be coming into your house.
So Luna has found a way to get up onto Lindsay's garage.
and there's no barrier. There's just like a 10-foot drop down to the ground.
Yeah, it's like the house is overlooking the street, and Luna literally like leans over off the edge of
Yeah.
the roof of the garage and barks at things.
There's just a chihuahua yipping at passing people on the top of a garage.
Which is why I don't leave her outside alone, because then
Yeah.
I would be that neighbor.
Yeah.
Because I have to be out there with her to be like, Luna, come on.
Like Ryan and I pulled up the other day to pick up Lindsay, and Luna's on the garage just barking at us. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's her.
dude, you're gonna fall. She's never fallen.
She's never fallen.
No.
I don't think she will. She's got great balance. I mean, you've seen her stand and walk
Yeah.
on her hind legs. Like, she has incredible balance somehow. Guys, I'm actually
stand.
working on a new trick. It's really not going well.
Work.
Yeah, I mean, I probably the reason it's probably going so badly is because it's probably not practical. And secondly, I work with her probably once a week for like 15 minutes.
There's no consistency here.
Hey, stop looking at me like that. So Luna, when I take her on walks, she legit will pee by doing a handstand. In the Discord, let me know if you have dogs that do this.
Does she? No, I mean, she did this for me while we were walking, but I never paid attention. Does she pee on herself?
No.
You would think, though.
She like just kind of like angles her butt like that. Well, you guys can see I'm role playing right now. She like angles back and then she like lifts herself up, but she does like a handstand.
She
And
does.
sometimes it lasts for like she's
A
not
long
even
time.
really trying.
Yeah.
She's just kind of like casually like, oh, I'm gonna do a handstand while I pee,
I mean, again, one brain cell.
and it lasts for like 4 or genius or.
You know they say that dogs are often like their owners.
Right, genius, right? Right. Oh gosh, we went from talking about how I feel like I'm equivalent to Mark Dallas and my genius to like now say I'm more equivalent to my one brain cell chihuahua that leaves her tongue stuck out 50% of the time.
I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Oh god.
I was like really like hyping myself
know,
up. It's like,
yeah,
I was like,
you
yeah,
were.
me and Mark were like both so creative and fast.
The more
Okay.
you hype yourself up, the more those that are close to you, you're like,
Yeah, I deserved that. I really was
just
like
to bring you down.
toot my own horn,
Yeah.
like I was like something super special. But I probably am more like
You,
Luna
no, you are
than
super
no.
special.
Well, but that's super special. Being
You're
like
right.
Luna.
You're right.
I mean, I take it.
Luna is a
Anyways,
star.
I'm trying to teach Luna to do this handstand when she's not peeing, to do it on command. And so I've been working with her, and it's going terribly. I even found a tutorial on YouTube.
I can't stop. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to continue to ignore her and pretend like this is being taken seriously. So how I'm training my dog to do a handstand
Oh my God.
is on her front legs. Yeah, mind you, this is on the, well, I guess that's a handstand.
Yeah. I was gonna say we should get a clicker and like, but then every time you click it, she's gonna pee. I'm like, we're gonna have a night on stage where we click it, and she does a handstand and then she pees.
He's all over my dress.
Do you remember Downward Dog? You did that
Oh, yeah.
successfully twice.
Oh, but it was so good.
Out of like 20
wait, no,
push-ups.
it was more than that.
It was you on the floor trying to do Downward Dog while your dog
Oh,
walked
but it
away
was-
from you in
It
front of
was so
5,000
good.
people.
Hey, in the Discord, tell us if you saw it. Downward Dog looked successfully.
Were any of you in the two successful?
It was like
shows?
at least, I'm gonna say it was like that second tour we did it was more. Okay, maybe I'm like grandiosing this fast. Anyways, so how I'm trying to teach you to do a handstand is you get a stack of books and you put a book on the floor, and then with like a piece of chicken, I try to make her back up and put her back legs on the book. And after she does that, I basically have to pick her up and put her back legs on the book.
Okay, but like this is just more to my argument that she has one brain. So in Lindsay's family room, Lindsay has a big carpet and it's on hardwood floor. So she has like an area rug, a large area rug, and then hardwood floor. When we have a toy and we throw it in the family room, Luna will chase after the toy onto the hardwood floor, grab it, and then I kid you not, she backs up onto the carpet. She literally walks backwards
Until she gets to the carpet.
until she gets to the carpet, and then she turns around.
Also, it's odd that she will sprint to the edge of the carpet
Yeah.
after the toy, but then when she gets to the end of the carpet, she starts to tentatively
Very careful.
walk as if the floor is
Only in the
lava.
family room. Everywhere else in the house, she's fine.
Yeah.
It's just in the family room.
Also, when she's coming like up the stairs and has to come to the family
Yeah.
room area, she'll skirt quickly across the wood get to the carpet, continue across, then dart for the door. She like hates the wood floor up here,
But
and
only in the family room.
or other houses too. Like
Oh my
when we go to
gosh.
other places and people have wood floors, it's not a problem.
She's fine. It's just the family room.
I was like, you know how animals are sensitive to like spirits? And
There's ghosts in your
I'm
floor.
like, there's ghosts in the floor.
Yeah, only in the family room.
Maybe somebody was murdered
In the family room.
yeah,
Yeah.
on this floor.
Luna could feel their ghosts under her
Yeah,
paws.
she's like, sorry.
I'm so sorry.
She's so, sorry. And then she's like, I'm gonna back up slowly.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Ghost.
I think I posted on TikTok like a montage, not only one video, but like a montage because I filmed it so many times of her backing up with her little toy in her mouth.
Just
Look at the way she's looking at you right now.
Just one brain cell.
Yeah.
Just the singular one.
Art genius.
Oh my god. Well, should we play one more song?
Let's play one more song. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I'm torn. We've got two others on here. Okay, I'm gonna do just because we didn't get to play it on their interview, and I think it's a really fun song.
Okay. And they're our friends.
And there are this is a stretch. We're calling Sophie Tucker our friends because we had such a fun time talking with them on our AMP show. It was actually our first interview on AMP, and we just loved them. So this is Purple Hat by Sophie Tucker. All right, our best friend, Sophie Tucker. You heard it.
BFFs.
Yeah.
They think we're so cool.
They, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like can't get enough of us.
No, yeah, they're
Yeah.
yeah.
And
They're
anyways,
way too cool for us.
it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, it is 5:00. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for sticking around for our
Yeah.
shenanigans. And like, looks like most of you were here almost the whole time. I just want to say, like, we love doing this, and I love that, you know, you guys consistently come back, and it's like we're hanging out, and I love seeing what you guys say in the Discord as we talk, and it just feels like it's such an intimate, fun community, and I just can't say enough how much I appreciate every single one of you. I see your posts. I see the things you say in Discord. You know, the other day, Zane sent me a really sweet, like, just message of encouragement, like, you know, through Instagram, and you know, I just love this community, and I love how supportive you guys are, not only of me but of each other, and I think that makes me happier than anything. So love you guys. We'll see you next week on Wednesday, and we have a really exciting guest. Wait, next week is our really exciting guest, right?
I'm gonna have to check.
I'm
gonna have to check.
You just have to stay tuned
Yes.
because I'm not sure, and I don't want to, you know.
Next week is not. Next week's not the one that I was.
Oh,
excited
okay.
about. Yeah. If that's what you.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
No, not that one.
Oh,
Not yet.
well,
but
I'm
next week I'm sure is gonna be.
I don't remember who it is then.
We'll find out soon.
But I mean, I've been excited about every single one of
Oh,
our
yeah.
guests, so
Same.
and I've loved them all. Hey, heck, I even love when it's just the two of us and
I was
Luna.
gonna say, don't you love Off Week with me?
I'd be curious to see, actually, right in the Discord and saying that you like one is or the other is not gonna like. I like both. So, what ones do you guys enjoy more? Do you like it when we have a guest on more, or do you like it when Fish and I just shoot the breeze and talk like we did today?
Shoot the breeze. You are a 90-year-old man.
A man? Whoa! I'd like to at least stick. I'm proud to be a woman, even if my uterus isn't accepted. I'm a 90-year-old woman.
You're like a 90-year-old.
Man, that was like a new low blow.
Sorry.
Anyways, let us know in the chat. Because yeah, sometimes it's just the two of us. Sometimes we have friends on. Sometimes we have like special guests. So I'm curious whether you like the ones where we have friends on, whether it's just me and Fish, or you like the special guests the best, or if you like all of it. We'll probably continue to do all of it, but we'll, you know, I want to keep catering it mostly to like the things you guys are enjoying the most. So anyways, with that, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much. Love you all. Have a great weekend.